So what's the next thing that we're reviewing? What else do we have on this table? We have yeah, we have this thing right here. We have this lava lamp right here. This metallic nickel lava lamp up here. As you can see, it has purple liquid and with white wax, and it looks pretty good. This is actually only a Spencer's exclusive, which is one thing I like about Spencer's. They have a lot more cooler selections of lamps up there. They're actually a lot more exclusive to that store, like specifically. This lamp is about a 14-inch lamp right here, 14.5-inch lamp. As you can see, the liquid is actually purple, but from this perspective it looks pink, but it's far from that. But it actually looks really nice. It's a really nice looking lamp. And another lamp we have up here is a Northern Light lamp. As you can see, I turned it off for a little while just so it can you can begin going a little bit slower. So in order for it to cool down, because I wanted it to look good for the camera. But yeah. Anyways, here's the Northern Lights lamp right here. It has the base is actually pretty a nice little design to it. It has of course the Northern Light design up there. It has nice little stars in the background. It looks really good. And it's actually one of the more clear lamps that I've actually received right here. It's actually really clear. It's not like murky or anything. It looks nice. But anyways, it's a lamp that's part of the Color Max edition. The Color Max lamp right here has a good mixture of pink. Actually, no, I think on the box apparently this is it's all supposed to be purple, and the top part here is supposed to be blue. But to me it looks all pink. Which is kind of like standard for most Color Max lamps. It's not going to look exactly like they look on the box. This lamp has white wax with a colored globe. It's not the liquid isn't actually colored. The liquid is actually clear on the inside, but the globe is actually just painted. But yeah, anyways, one thing I had to notice about this is that the globe or the bottle is way too big for the base. I mean it's oversized. And it's probably because of the bulb taking up a lot of space on the inside, but yeah, the ball doesn't really fit very well on the base, so it might be a little bit wobbly sometimes. Anyways, let's move on from these two awesome lamps, and let's move on to the next review. The next thing we have on our list is the Sphero Ollie, and it's a pretty cool thing. It's another app controlled device, kind of like the spy tank over here, and yeah, it works more proficiently actually. It's a lot more proficient when it comes to overall design. Now let's move on to the actual thing. There actually really isn't a lot of pieces to actually look over right here. However, these wheels right here are detachable, not just the tread, which you can actually pull off, but the actual wheels on its own. You can actually replace the hubs on it to put better things on it. But yeah, as you can see, the treads are removable. It makes the thing look a lot more sleek. However, it makes it a lot more difficult to handle since there's no traction and it just slips around everywhere. So you may want to keep the treads on in order to provide a more smoother ride. But anyway, let's get on to the actual thing. In order to connect to this thing, you got the app right here, the Ollie app. You just tap it to your new toy, as I call it, because I don't really consider it much anything but a toy. That's what it is. and now it's connected. And you'll get a nice little control interface. It pops up. If it pops up, there we go. But I have to name it because I also have it on another thing, but god damn it. Okay, there we go. I got it named, and now let's just oh shit. Now let's just see what try to get it connected. Please, you're falling in front of you, okay? Alright, now I gotta do the whole tutorial, so let's just skip over this whole thing. Okay, now that I've skipped the tutorial, now let's move on to the actual thing. So the app interface is kind of simple. It's kind of a little dial pad up there. You move that forward to move the Ollie forward, move that Ollie back, spin around, whatever. You can move it around in many different directions. Let's try trick mode again. And of course, I'm still stuck in a tutorial phase. But anyways, the next interface you see here is the trick mode interface. The dark blue half is on fucking, of course, you know. Anyway, let's move on to the next interface right here. The next interface there is the a stunt interface that you can't see because the camera can't really pick up on other screens, you know, because it's not really recommended to do that. So anyways, here's the stunt interface. You can just certain music and you can slide it that way, you can spin that way, so it looks cool overall, you know. It looks cool. You can hit the brake, which actually turns the Ollie red because you're braking. And yeah, you can. It's an overall easy thing to drive. However, once you're first getting into it, it's a nightmare. There's actually a lot more features to this thing right here that you can do. Oh my goodness, fix it. There is so much bullshit to go through. There, now drive. Maybe I can move on. I can't. There we go. Now I can move on. But anyway, let's move on to the next setting. So as you can see in this next interface, you can actually see different options you can do to actually customize your Ollie to make it fit your preference. Right? You can actually change the driving surface from hard to smooth, from the driving area from a room to open, and you can actually change the speed from fast to slow. I preferably go with I try to stay in the middle, try to keep everything balanced in order not to make everything too extreme. Another thing you can do is that you can actually customize your color on here. You can actually change your color from you can actually choose from some presets. You can actually choose from a nice little code wheel in order to change it. Here you can actually change it from like purple to like green or whatever. You can choose whatever you want right here. Red, blue. You can change the entire variety of it. You can choose red. You can also choose the kind of coloring pattern you have. You can just choose a solid color. You can actually just make it go like that for the whole ride, or you can just go from solid to blinking, which actually looks a lot more cooler. However, the presets are also pretty cool as well. I mean, they look a lot more unique. You can go from the default, which is just a solid blue, which changes if you move it around a bit. Which you obviously can't move around, you know, because I'm moving around, not the controller. But anyways, you can change it from code blue, which is actually a police siren kind of thing. Beacon lights alternates from blinking blue, white, and red. And that looks pretty good. Sub-Zero, a nice little glow, which looks cool. And Purple Rain, which is purple. However, it changes from purple to red as you move it. Overall, the Ollie is a pretty cool thing to drive around. It's nice. It's a nice little toy to move around with. You can drive it around. You don't have to really worry about actually looking through a camera or anything, which actually makes this a lot more proficient than the spy tank right here. So here's a 10th Doctor screwdriver right here. As you can see, it's purple like in the show, right? It's purple, so they got it damn near right. But no, it wasn't purple. It was blue.